Same divorce, 2 doors. Behind one door is 18 months, 2 lawyers, and a public court file with your finances in it. Behind the other door is the same decisions made in one room and a handful of sessions, sometimes in just 5 days. Most people never realize they get to choose the door. So today let's actually walk through both.
Resolvia Mediation Group.
Quick important note before we dig in. Everything in this video is general legal information for educational purposes. It's not legal advice. I can't be your lawyer. Every family is different, so for specific situations, please talk to a qualified legal counsel. Good? Let's get into it. Let's clear up the biggest misunderstanding first. Mediation is not therapy. It's not 2 exes on a couch working through their feelings. A divorce mediator is a neutral in the middle of the room, and depending on who you hire, that person is either a licensed family law attorney or a trained certified mediator. Here's what they actually do. They walk both of you through 4 things a divorce has to settle: how you divide property, how you divide debt, the parenting plan, and support. Then they draft the real documents, which is a memorandum of understanding, which is just the written agreement the mediator prepares of what the parties agreed to, plus the parenting plan and the financial affidavit. That's the same paperwork a court needs to dissolve a marriage. So notice what I didn't say. I didn't say the mediator picks a side. I didn't say they decide anything for you. They bring legal and statutory information into the room so both of you understand the guardrails. Then the 2 of you make the calls. That's the whole difference. In litigation, it raises conflict. Mediation draws out settlements. There are 3 myths that quietly keep people in a courtroom, and each can cost you thousands. Let's knock them down. Myth 1, mediation only works if you still get along. It's actually the complete opposite. The entire point is reaching an agreement when you don't, or when you can't. High conflict couples mediate all the time, sometimes from separate rooms, so they never have to sit across from each other. The process is built to lower the temperature, not to raise it. Myth 2, there's no real lawyer involved, so it isn't that serious. In many cases, your mediator went to law school and is a licensed attorney. The legal information and expertise is right there in the room. It's just neutral instead of advocating for either side. Myth 3, it isn't binding. Once you both sign, a judge enters your agreement. It becomes a court order, generally just as enforceable as a decision that came out of trial. Same legal weight, you just skip the years of motion court and 2 separate legal bills. Let me run 3 statements past you, because one of them is a lie that stops people cold. 1, mediation is usually faster and more affordable than court. That's true. You're generally skipping months of litigation and 2 separate legal teams. 2, what you agree to becomes a real enforceable court order. Also true. Once a judge enters it, it holds. That's your divorce decree. It's a court order. 3, the mediator decides who gets what. That one's a lie. The mediator never decides. They keep conversation informed and fair, but every single call, the house, the kids, the money is made by the 2 of you. That's the entire point of mediation. The decisions are yours. It's right there in the promise, your terms, your divorce. Now, the 2 questions everyone really wants answered are how long and how much. On time. A court divorce can drag out for a year or more because it runs on the court's calendar, civil procedure, and family courts are usually jammed. You wait months for a first date, settle nearly nothing, and get sent back out for another court date months later. In mediation, it runs on your calendar instead. You and your spouse book sessions when you're both ready to actually decide, and you move as fast as the 2 of you are willing to. Some couples finish the substance in just a handful of meetings. At Resolvium, our signature rapid resolution process is built to get there in just 5 days. After that, the only thing left is your state mandatory waiting period, if there is one, a clock nobody can skip if that exists. On money, a litigated divorce can run into the tens of thousands per spouse, and most of that isn't buying a better outcome. In court, you're paying for the fight itself. Every letter between the lawyers, every motion, every hearing. 2 lawyers means 2 meters running for months. Mediation collapses that into one process. 1 mediator, 1 neutral, 1 set of documents, 1 set of conversations, which is often why it lands far lower than litigation. And that difference isn't a coupon. For most families, it means the down payment on your next home or the kids' fall semester. If you're already wondering how this would look like for you and your family, that's exactly what a free case review is for. There's no pressure, just real conversation. All right, let's keep going. Here's the objection I hear most. My ex will never agree to mediation, they won't show up. And you'd be surprised how often that flips. Yes, it takes 2 willing people to form an agreement, and that stops a lot of folks before they even ask. but no is usually fear of the unknown, not a firm refusal. So make it concrete for them. A contested divorce is expensive, slow, and it's public. Your finances, your hardest moments, everything that goes into the file can be pulled out by anyone and reviewed. In mediation, it's private, it's generally faster, and it's more affordable. And it lets both of you keep control instead of handing every decision to a judge or opposing counsel. You can't force anyone to the table, and you don't have to carry the weight of the conflict alone. You just get to offer a door that most people actually are relieved to walk through. One more thing, because this quietly makes or breaks a mediation session. It's the mindset you walk in with. The fastest way to sink your own mediation is to open with, "My lawyer said," and that's a threat. The moment you lead with ultimatums, you've told the entire room you've come to fight or you've come to litigate, and you've basically turned a calm progress back into a private litigation, which is expensive and the thing you were trying to avoid initially. What actually moves things forward is boring by comparison. Know your top 2 or 3 priorities. Know your real numbers. State them plainly. Something like, the kid's stability matters the most to me, and here's the budget I can actually live with. Clear beats loud every single time. Remember, litigation raises conflict. Mediation draws settlements that last. So if you're leaning towards mediation, how do you pick the right neutral? Here are 5 green flags. 1, they actually are credentialed. Certified in divorce mediation, a law school graduate, or a licensed attorney who keeps their continuing legal education current each year, not just a facilitator. The way the law shows up in the mediation room as a guardrail matters for both of you to consider. 2, they're genuinely neutral. A mediator who leans one way can't help both of you reach a fair agreement. 3, they talk in plain English. You can't safely agree to something you don't understand. 4, they recommend a full financial honesty statement from both sides. Hidden money is what unravels agreements later. And 5, they tell you when you have your own attorney, review something before you sign it. An honest neutral will always help shape the settlement and not just the deal at hand for a quick agreement. And for bigger financial pieces, a good mediation team can bring in specialists, like a certified divorce financial analyst for the numbers, so nothing important gets waved off. Find all 5 and you're in good hands. Here's the thing I want to leave you with. According to the ABA, or the American Bar Association, the large majority of divorces settle before trial anyways, so a courtroom fight often just adds to the cost and the pain to the same ending. The real question was never who wins. It's whether you can end this marriage without ending your financial future, and whether you can still stand next to your co-parent at a graduation years from now and actually smile and mean the smile. That's what mediation's built for. 2 doors, the same family, same issue, same binding result. One of them just leaves more of your money and more of your peace on your side of the table. 888-537-1881. Resolvia Mediation Group. Your terms, your divorce, up to 5 times faster.